Jaden Daniels once again continues to cruise. Another victory, this time against the Cleveland Browns. I will say this, the Cleveland Browns gave Jaden Daniels some problems. He made some passes that we have not seen him make, especially early on in this game before it really got out of control, before the Browns were unable to do anything offensively. And that really is what I wanted to talk about quickly before we get into, the deserved praise that Jaden Daniels has been getting. And that has everything to do with Deshaun Watson, because Deshaun Watson looks miserably bad out there on the field. Not just bad. I'm talking bad for a Browns quarterback. This offense effectively has the same pieces surrounding it that Joe Flacco had last year, where he put up very, very impressive numbers. But you throw Deshaun Watson back there, and he's legitimately the worst quarterback in the NFL. And this dude is still owed something like in the range of $150 million by the Browns organization. And you brought this up the other day, Beardo, that with almost any other quarterback situation in the NFL, we would legitimately be talking about benching this dude. But even in the post-game press conference, head coach for the Cleveland Browns, Stefanski, doubles down, says, no, we're not even thinking about changing quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson is our guy. And I don't know how much longer Browns fans are going to continue showing up to games to watch this dude play. Because with all the expectation, everything they gave up to get him, including, you have this loaded Texans team now, in large part due to that haul that they got for Deshaun Watson and what the draft picks they turned that into. And you just have this dude who's a complete and total bum.
Mm-hmm. He's not just playing miserable. He looks miserable. There's clips of yesterday's game where he's just completely blowing off Kevin Stefanski, just ignoring him, just pissed off on the sideline. The guy's a bum. And is it due in part to maybe some of his extracurricular off the field nonsense that he had to go through? And I don't say nonsense like lightly. I mean, like just the drama. The distractions, the drama and stuff that he's going through off the field. If that's leading to this, if his mind isn't in the right place, and I think obviously the answer is yes, his mind isn't in the right place. It wasn't before then, and it isn't now. The dude doesn't want to play football. He does not want to play football. We have seen that his entire time in Cleveland, he hasn't want to play football. When he was out last year, instead of being on the sideline during games, he was up in the fucking VIP box, watching the game. That's not what a teammate does. It's not what a team player does. He looks miserable. He's playing miserable. It's not good. And yes, to repeat what I said yesterday on the show, if it weren't for all of the guaranteed money for Deshaun Watson, we'd see Jameis Winston starting for the Browns. That's the only reason why he's still playing, is because he's guaranteed so much fucking money.
Yeah, I think so. And it seems like forever ago. It seems like a lifetime ago. But if you remember, Deshaun Watson forced his way out of the Houston Texans by refusing to play for them. Mm-hmm. All right. And this is becoming more and more common in the NFL. And you know what? When it's a DB or a defensive end or a wide receiver, maybe you can overcome some of that. I don't like that. I don't like that attitude. I fucking hate that attitude. I despise that attitude. And I don't want someone like that on my team in general. But maybe you can overcome something like that when it's just one piece of the puzzle. When it's the leader of your team, when it is the quarterback position, there's no fucking way in hell that I would want somebody like that with an attitude like that, who's willing to completely and totally give up on his team the same way Deshaun Watson did to the Houston Texans. I wouldn't want them as the leader of my franchise, as the starting quarterback. So I think the Browns are getting exactly what they fucking deserve for giving him that insane contract and for getting about that much money for some dude who proved how easy it was for him to quit on his team when things weren't going his way.
Not only that,
I don't see this turning around in Cleveland.
Not just that, the Browns drove Baker Mayfield out of town for this guy. And now look at Baker Mayfield. Yeah, they lost on Thursday night, but in a close game to the Falcons. Baker Mayfield has been playing out of his fucking mind the past 2 seasons, playing very well. The Browns said, hey, Baker, thanks, but no thanks. You're gone, because we're going with Deshaun Watson. And the tail's in the tape.
Yeah, as if Baker Mayfield needed another chip on his shoulder.